One more rent increase and my family, my 1-year-old baby, we're facing homelessness and we've got nowhere to go.
The cost of living is rising and families are paying the price.
47% of households are struggling to make ends meet.
Looks like this country's going further and further backwards.
In Australia, the cost of living is getting too expensive.
We are in the grip of a rental and homeless crisis, the likes we've never seen before in this, the lucky country.
I think Australia must be about the only country in the world where you can almost double the price of rent, groceries and power in a short 3-year term and everyone will still vote for you.
Insurance is up, rego is up, electricity is up. This year, everything is up.
I wish I could be proud to be Australian. Look, don't get me wrong, I am proud to be Australian. It is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The people here are amazing. But with the rising house costs, the cost of living skyrocketing, and inflation fucking up everything, no one can live sustainable. I remember being a kid and 100 grand a year was like, you've fucking made it. You were living in a nice house on the water, had boats, jet skis, 100 grand a year. You can't even fucking make it by with that anymore. For example, today I was at Woolworths and this poor lady, she would have been in her 30s and she had 3 kids with her and she was paying for $20 worth of food to feed her family with fucking 5-cent coins, sitting there counting them one by one. 5-cent coins. We're meant to be the fucking lucky country. Shit like that shouldn't be around. Shit like that shouldn't be happening. It's just beyond fucked. The cost of living has fucked up everything and it's just slowly getting worse and worse. That's why the second I get a chance, I'm going to make as much money as I fucking can online and I'm going to fuck off until shit sorts itself out. Because at the way it's going, we're all going to be fucked.
This is how bad the cost of living is in Australia to shop like a typical Aussie. Case of Great Northern beer, $55. That's on sale down from $65. $7 for 6 beef sausages. $6.95 for Vegemite, and that's on sale. $7.20 for Tim Tams. $5.50 for my coffee.
Is anyone else in Australia kind of like, what's the point? If you're maybe like in your 20s, your 30s, and you're not being given things by your parents, and you've gone to uni, finished school, gone to uni, got a degree, which was meant to get you a good job, and that job was meant to pay for a house and maybe a holiday once a year, and maybe you'd have some kids, and that's like not happening now, and you're kind of just like, what's the actual point of anything? Like, I'm 28 and I kind of thought by now, like, I might have like a 3-bedroom house, maybe like thinking about kids, maybe successful in my career. The screaming you can hear behind me is my landlord's fucking grandkids, because my landlords live right behind me and I live in a tiny fuck-ass studio. And no, I don't live in Melbourne or Sydney. I moved regional to try and save money and there's no jobs out here. Anyway, it's kind of just made me reassess my whole life. Like, what am I doing? Should I just go traveling? Is the world gonna blow up in like 10 years and none of it matters anyway? Like, what's the general attitude? Because I'm a pretty like A-type person, like to plan everything. I'm just kind of feeling like, fuck it, like, should I just do what makes me happy? Like, I don't know, like, what are you guys doing? What are we doing?
Are you fucking serious? I just went to a cafe this morning in Melbourne, Australia, and I paid $45 for 2 eggs on toast and avocado on the side. And earlier this year, I was in Bali and it was like $10 to $15 for the same thing. Like, how are you even meant to live right now with the rising cost of living and inflation in Australia and work a normal job where you're earning $40,000 to $100,000 a year? Like, money just isn't the same anymore. $40,000 to $100,000 a year on a salary or working on an hourly rate, it just isn't the same as what it was 5 years ago. The inflation is crazy right now and things are just way more expensive than what they should be. It's just like ridiculous. I know there's so many people living paycheck to paycheck. They got smashed by the pandemic. So many people unemployed because they didn't want to take the jab. And just people that are barely have any money right now, more than whatever I've seen before. It's just ridiculous. Things shouldn't cost this much money.
The unit I rented as a broke fucking uni student for $550 a week, split between me and my best friend, for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car park in the city, didn't have great amenities, doesn't matter, I'm a uni student, and it was just a nice place to live with my best friend during uni. And I was a broke fucking uni student who worked casual and I could afford that apartment. Now, that exact same apartment is $850 a week. And it's no longer furnished, so you're literally paying more for less. As a full-time worker who also works a second casual job on the weekends, I cannot afford the same apartment I had as a broke uni student 3-4 years ago.
Do you want to know how broken this country is? Having kids now is considered a luxury. The latest ABS data shows Australia has hit a record low in birth rate. National population growth has collapsed, and the median age to become a parent is nearly 34, because raising a family now costs an absolute fortune. And here's an interesting fact. Every time home prices go up by 10%, birth rate decreases by 1.3%, especially for renters because, surprise, surprise, people don't want to raise babies in shoeboxes. But instead of fixing the problem, we just import more people, which drives up prices even more, which means even fewer kids. So the government brings in more migrants to backfill the population, and it becomes a vicious engineered cycle. Mass migration is not solving the crisis, it is the crisis. Australia is being redesigned, but not for families. It's being redesigned for consumers, renters, and dependents, with no backyard, no kids, and no future. Just imported growth and a collapsing birth rate. And if you think that's sustainable, you're absolutely dreaming.
The cost of living in Australia has cost yet another one of life's great joys. This is corned beef. Most of us in the Indigenous community refer to it as bully beef. This is an absolute staple, an absolute delicacy, day one fucking struggle shit, you name it, alright? Now, when I was younger, being swaddled, still sucking on Mammy's titty, this was like $1.50, $2 at the very most. Come in here to grab some water and some lunch and fuck right off. Almost $10 for the big can, cunt, fuck. And when I was younger, this was Struggle Street. You can put this cunt in a pot with Keen's curry and some veggies and you're good to go. Chuck it on rice, sweet. Now it's a fucking luxury. With the price of it, I could literally serve this to my white friends when they come over for dinner and be happy. It's canned corned beef, you cunts. It's not caviar. You didn't dry age the poor bastard before you jammed him into a can. Fuck me. Still buying it though. This is fucking delicious cunt.
I don't know, it's just me. Have a guess how much that is. Fucking $7.50. $7.50 for a planet. Fuck this, mate. We're all screwed.
This is how fucked the cost of living is in Australia. $24 for a fucking 30-pack. Get fucked. $8 for a Nutri-Grain. Go fuck yourself. $11.50 for sausages. Motherfucker. $7.50 for a few slices of fucking bread.
I went to Woolies yesterday and noticed that Cadbury blocks, all of them are $8 each. Like, what is going on? $8 for a block of chocolate? Fuck.
Why are groceries so expensive? I literally live an hour out of town. Every time we go in, it costs me over $800 in groceries. There is 7 in my family, so that's 5 kids and 2 adults, but everything is getting so expensive. So drop down your best hacks for saving money on your groceries.
In Australia, the cost of living is getting too expensive, and you can't change my mind. First things first, let's talk about grocery shopping. If you have a family or you eat like you are a family, surely you've questioned your grocery shopping lately. These prices are higher than Snoop Dogg. Like, bro, am I doing my grocery shopping at the airport? How about gas and electric bills? Growing up, I'm the one that used to laugh at my parents for telling me to turn the lights off. Now I'm the one at home playing Bondi Rescue. Instead of saving people, I'm trying to turn every light off to save kilowatts. Lastly, petrol prices. Soon, I'm gonna need to refinance the house just to fill up my tank. Scott Morrison, I don't know if you're testing us, but I am not your strongest warrior. I'm this close to start selling photos of my toes.
Anyone else feel like crying because of the cost of living at the moment? Like, I got paid today. I'm a single parent. I'm on the single parenting payment. And after paying my rent, putting my bills money into my bills account, I was left with fuck all. And I've been on the verge of having like a fucking panic attack all morning. I just feel like crying. I just feel like a zombie walking through the day, and I've done groceries to make sure that I can meal prep for my daughter. She has all of the snacks she needs for the next 2 weeks. And basically I've already been on a cut, but it really is like the type of broke I am at the moment is I'm not gonna eat so my daughter can eat. You know what I mean? Like, I have a big ass tub of protein powder in the house that I have not been using. So I'm gonna have protein for my meals instead. Over the last month, I've only been eating once a day, basically, because of, you know, financial struggles. But now it's like next level where I don't want my daughter to ever feel like we're lacking in anything. So she will always have the snacks that she's always had. She'll always have, you know, the yogurts in the house, the snacks. I'm meal prepping muffins. I'm gonna make like pancakes because it's really cheap to freeze for her breakfast. Like, I'm really out here fucking being so strategic to make shit work. It's just overwhelming. I don't know. I'm really lucky that I live rural because the gas is much cheaper where I live. But even so, like, my car just runs through it. It's a fucking V6. And honestly, I just needed to talk to someone about it. You know, it sounds like a lot of complaining, but I also don't like talking about money with other people, even people that are close to me in my life. And there's not many of them. So of course I'm going to talk on the internet. But like, I can't be the only one, surely.
I just got told that my rent is going up by $100 a week. And I live alone, and it already went up by $50 with what feels like it was 6 months ago, but I checked, it wasn't. It was 12 months ago. And I basically have 2 weeks to figure out what I'm doing. And I just don't even know what to do. Like, obviously everyone is going through this rental crisis at the moment, but I don't understand. I swear only a few months ago they were complaining about how there's too many apartments in Brisbane, but yet why is there not one single fucking apartment for someone who just wants to live on their own and have a car park? Why is that so impossible? And like, I checked the average salary for Brisbane, and my salary is a little bit higher than that, and even I can't find somewhere that's going to be even slightly livable after paying tax and HECS. Anyway, just wanted to see how we're all doing, if anyone else is in the same boat, because I'm so angry. I've lived here for 2 years in this same apartment, and I love living here, and the thought of leaving is really depressing. So, cool.
Okay, so this is a little message for the government. Not that you probably care, but if you do, this is a message for you. I just went to fill up my car, and it cost me $102. Okay, that's a sick joke. Considering my car used to be $80, like, how extra in my fucking car for fuel this week? I basically feel like I would really like to know earn and what exactly you fucking do to earn that kind of money, because I can sit down and tell you what I do at work, and I work really, really fucking hard, but I've got to live week to week because the inflation right now is kicking me in the ass. I don't exactly know what you guys do, because it never seems to be anything that you promise when you're fucking getting elected to be in the government. But anyway, but that's besides the point of this video. You all basically get paid to break fucking promises, I think. But anyway, back to the point. Just have a bit of a questionnaire for you, if you could take the time to answer these couple of questions. What do you actually think the average income for the everyday Australian is? Let me tell you, you probably fucking quadruple what the rest of us make. But at the moment, the average cost of rent is well and truly over $600, right? I'm telling you, that's more than half a weekly income there. I just put $100 in my car for fuel. So that's about $700 a week just in fuel and petrol for most of us. And then, believe it or not, we do have to eat. So with the fucking cost of groceries at the moment too, if you're lucky, you can get maybe 2 bags at the shops for about $300 these days. So we're at about $900 there, sir, and we haven't paid a single fucking bill yet. Now let me tell you, in case you didn't know, most people don't even earn $900 a week. Okay, and you're particularly fucked if you're on a single income like myself. Because, yeah, you're down $900 and you've done 3 things. You haven't paid a bill yet. Energy Australia, I do apologise. I'm about $200 behind in an electricity bill at the moment. But I can't really fucking help that one. Sorry. think my Optus bill is about $120 behind. And before anyone thinks they can beat me to it, I don't pay for my lashes or anything like that. So please don't tell me to cut back on the luxuries, because I've cut back, well, pretty much as the best I fucking can, really. Again, besides the point, I just have to throw that in there because there's always someone that's like, oh, but you've got lashes. Well, I don't pay for them, so try again, troll. Back to the government. Basically just put $100 in my car so I can get to work so that you guys can pay me to pay rent in a house that I pretty much visit because I never get to be at the house because I've got to work so much just to afford the petrol, to pay for the petrol to get to work, to pay for the fucking house that I don't live in that I visit so that I can work. Do you get what I'm saying? Basically, I pay for petrol to go to work, to pay for the house that I get to visit because I'm always at work.
Another day, another rent increase. Last time we had our rent increase hugely, we were like, hey, due to a cost of living crisis, it's kind of hard to find the extra money right now. So could we have a smaller increase? And they were like, no, because of the cost of living crisis, we require this increase. And I was like, mate, you are the cost of living crisis. Like, do landlords not realize they are the cost of living crisis? They put up the rent because the market value has increased. And I'm like, cool, but your mortgage has not increased. And our wages are not increasing. So make it make sense, okay, pal?
The cost of living is actually fucked. She's $8.50 and that's on special. $10 for a block of cheese. What is that? That's for 30 cans of Coke. Are you serious? How do you live these days?
Insurance is up. Rego is up. Electricity is up. This year, everything is up.
I'm sorry, but when did it start costing $1 million to live in today's day and age? Look, I normally never complain about this stuff because I'm a travel nurse and I get free accommodation and a higher salary. But I don't get annual leave, I don't get sick leave, so when I'm not working, I notice it. And so far it's been fine. I have had 2 months off. I've just had 3 weeks unpaid placement and I still have another month off because I don't have a contract lined up yet. And so I don't feel like I have any reason to complain. But when the cost of bread is $4.50, that's fucked. I know it's so silly because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm complaining about the cost of bread. And then how much was milk? Let me check. The milk was. This isn't even for me. I'm buying this for my niece and my nephew and like my sister because I'm staying at theirs. So I bought them some stuff for dinner as well. Things. Normal paying job, that's more than what they would earn in 1 hour. Like, the cost of living is just fucked, to be honest. I really don't know how people are surviving with children, with other dependents. Like, it's a lot.
But our wages, stagnant. And the politicians, they just get another pay rise. Make this make sense. We are literally funding our own oppression. Your tax dollars are going to everything except the well-being of the people. And now they've spent another $14 million on an art piece that literally looks like a streaming blob of shit. This isn't a joke. This is your money held on trust for community services, and they buy this shit? If your wages haven't gone up, but the cost of living has, you are in a trap. And the trap is called the PAYG system. They take your money before you even see it, and you never even get a say over it. So what you can do now is say no. You can renegotiate. The PAYG reclamation campaign is a lawful peaceful way to take back control of your income, your hard work. You deserve more in the hand. And this is not tax evasion. This is a reclamation at the grassroots level. Use your money as your voice. Click the link in my bio. The process is free. You can learn and renegotiate your worth. Because you weren't born to be a walking ATM for government waste.